जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे। जय राधा रमण राधा रमण राधे। जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे। जय राधा गोकुलानंद राधा गोकुलानंद राधे। जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे। जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravind Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotra Shata Shrimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगामयी की जमुनामयी की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी देवी की कलयुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Ajnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I'm very grateful to be amongst all of you this evening. Today I was asked to speak on the secrets of building relationships amongst Vaishnavas and also tackling distresses. I recently spoke for about 3 days in Seattle. Now, this can be taken as a fourth episode of the same thing. I will not repeat it mostly. Today, I am thinking of speaking on relationships amongst Vaishnavas, mainly from Vrindavan perspective. Entire Bhagavatam perspective we have discussed recently. And Vrindavan is definitely a part of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I'll speak mainly from Vrindavan perspective. Is it okay? Okay. How are relationships in Vrindavan? Did you ever hear there are some misunderstandings, some hatred, some envy, some strife, some tensions in the relationships amongst the Vrajavasis? Rare. There is some little quarrel. Maybe Madhumangal is quarreling with another Gopa for a laddu. So these are there. Maybe the Vatsalya gopis of Vrindavan are complaining to Mother Yashoda. But they were not like malicious fights. It's not like a fight between hero and villain. And it's definitely not a fight between two friends also with some ulterior motives. The reason why you don't find conflicts amongst the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis in Vrindavan is that they kept Krishna in the center of their lives. When you keep Krishna in the center of your lives, naturally, there is absolutely no possibility of disruption in relationships. Because everybody has only one center. You throw one little stone in water, that creates several concentric circles, right? Every single circle has one center. There's no conflict. You throw another water and another stone in the same water, that creates another circle, concentric circles. There is overlap between these two, right? So if all the circles are keeping one stone as the center, no conflict. Okay. Some circles may be small, some may be big. Some are close to the center, some are a little away from the center, but stone is in the center. Similarly, in Vrindavan, Krishna is the center of the lives of every single Vrajavasi. Whether it is the Vrajavasi, whether he is in a male form or she is in a female form or animal form or a bird form, every single Vrajavasi has only one pointed attention in their life. That is towards Krishna. Krishna is the center of their lives. Krishna is the Lord of their lives. Krishna is the master of their hearts. There's nothing else in their lives other than Krishna. So in the Brahma Vimohana Leela, all the gopas, hundreds and thousands of gopas, they sat in concentric circles. Right? This concentric circles example is reminding me of that, concentric circles. All the gopas sat in concentric circles. Krishna was sitting in the center. So they are like petals of lotus. So lotuses you see in this world, they may have few petals. But in the spiritual world, you can see even Sahasradala Padma also. Hundreds of petals, thousands of petals also are there. So they are different layers, like different circles. All the gopas sitting in circles around Krishna, they are appearing like lotus petals. And Krishna is the center of that circle. He is like whirl of the lotus, the yellow one that comes out. So Krishna wearing a yellow dhoti, sitting in the midst of all these gopas. They were enjoying lunch. They were so happy eating with Krishna. Every single gopa is getting the experience of seeing Krishna face to face, feeding Krishna with his own hands and being fed by Krishna with Krishna's hands. So whether the Gopa is sitting right in front of Krishna or 10 circles away from Krishna or behind Krishna or left side of Krishna, right side of Krishna, every single Gopa has the same experience of being with Krishna. So, sitting in front of Krishna face to face, right? So some Gopas were eating one laddu and they were saying that, oh, this laddu is so sweet, Krishna, my mother has made it, you also eat it. Right from their mouth, they'll put in Krishna's mouth. Same thing Krishna also does. Mother Yashoda has packed a special sweet for me. He would eat something and he would put in Gopa's mouth. And Madhumangal had some chas, buttermilk. He drank that milk. He was drinking, there's something left. It's very sweet. He's just appreciating the taste. He's getting into ecstasy. Right? Even his eyebrows were also moving very expressively as Madhumangal is drinking this chas. Krishna said, give me. Madhumangal said, no, I'll not give. Krishna said, give me. I'll not give. So Madhumangal just took that his cup and then completely just gulped everything in his mouth. Right? And his cheeks became like Hanumanji's cheeks, like this, so big. Okay. And he's unable to swallow. There's so much content. It's still there. Krishna just took his fist and then just punched on both of his cheeks. And like tap water, all the chas came from Madhumangal's mouth and Krishna drank it. And Brahma got bewildered looking at this. My God. When the relationships are so intimate like this, they can go to this extent also. This is not like college culture where 10 students or 5 students sip one Coca-Cola. That's not college culture here. Right? So this is Vrindavan culture. So there is no conception of mine and yours. There is only conception of ours. Okay, this is our Krishna. And we are Krishnas. Krishna thinks these are my devotees, and every devotee thinks that Krishna is mine. Okay, there is a sense of possessiveness. Krishna is my friend. Krishna is my lover. Krishna is my son. So that sense of belonging is there. Sense of possessiveness is also there. Not a negative possessiveness. It's pure love. So when these Gopas were happily enjoying their lunch in this way, then Brahma came. He wanted to test Krishna. What did Brahma do? He has stolen all the calves. Then all the Gopas, after a while, they noticed, oh, our calves were eating grasses here only. Where did they disappear? They became a little anxious. Then, seeing their anxiety, Lord Krishna said, my dear friends, please don't interrupt your lunch. Please continue to enjoy lunch. I will go and search for the calves. He did not finish his lunch yet. So he was still holding this morsel of curd rice, which is packed by Mother Yashoda. What does Mother Yashoda do? So she would just take some rice, mix it with milk, and sprinkle some curd on that. Okay, and pack it for Krishna. By the time Krishna opens it in the afternoon, curd rice is formed. Right? Mothers can try this here. So curd rice is ready for Krishna to eat. And also Krishna carries some pickles. He'll put one pickle here, one pickle here, one pickle here. He would eat one morsel of curd rice and he will just eat one pickle here. Another morsel and he'll eat another pickle here. So that's how Krishna was enjoying. And still curd rice is there in his hands. So Krishna got up from his seat. And then he went to search out for the calves. You know what? The Acharyas give a beautiful lesson. The community that keeps Krishna in the center gets all love, affection and protection from Krishna. Here is a community of cowhead boys who kept Krishna in the center. Not only within their hearts, not only as the center of their lives, even physically also, even in their seating arrangement also, Krishna is in the center only. Sometimes formally we may keep Krishna in the center physically, but the heart is thinking of something else. That is sadhaka's life. But in Vrindavan, physically also Krishna in the center, mentally, internally also Krishna is in the center. So when a community keeps Krishna in the center of their lives, they get all protection and affection from Krishna. So anyways, I'm not continuing Brahma Vimohana Leela. I just wanted to say Krishna is the center of the lives of all the Vrajavasis. Cows also. Krishna would just go on the tree and he would call out the cows. He would call for one cow's name, and every single cow in Nandamara's head or Krishna's head, she hears her own name. So to this degree, Krishna can reciprocate with his devotees. Krishna exhibits unlimited opulence in creating this world, maintaining this world, killing the demons, establishing dharma, and doing many other things. But the greatest manifestation of Krishna's opulence and grandeur is in his reciprocation with his devotees, especially Vrajavasis. Here Krishna is giving the same experience to every single gopa wherever he is standing. When Krishna lifted Govardhan mountain, he is facing one direction, keeping the mountain on his little finger, and every single Vrajavasi, whether they are in front of Krishna or behind Krishna, every single Vrajavasi is getting the experience that Krishna is looking at me face to face, smiling at me. So this experience only Krishna can give. And every cow is hearing her own name. So Krishna had several cows, thousands and thousands of cows. All of them can be categorized into 108 groups. 108 groups. Okay. So out of these 108 groups, there are 100 groups of 4 color shades. Yellow color and its multiple shades. Yellow, cream, little whitish, right, off-white, all these multiple shades. That is 25 groups are there. Yellow group. Then red group. Red group is this red, brown, maroon, all kinds of little orangish. So that is like one group. Then there is white group. Okay. And then there is black group. Right. Black, grey, whatever you may call. So like that there are 4 color groups of Krishna's cows. And what about the remaining 8? They are categorized into different groups depending on their head shapes. So one group is Simhamukhi. One cow has the face like lion. Another group is Mridanga-mukhi. You see Mridanga here? So one cow has the shape like Mridanga. The head is like Mridanga. So like the Mridanga-mukhi, Simha-mukhi, so different kind of mukhis are there. So like that Krishna has 108 groups of cows. And Krishna has 108 beads. Right? He is chanting on the beads. So he will call out one group of the cows. All the thousands of cows in that same group will just come. Right? And he will call out the name of one group. So he'll call Hasini, Hamsini. So then all the white cows will come. And there is like Pitambari, something like that. He would call. Then all the yellow cows will come. Okay. Oh, Shyama, all the black cows will come. Right. Harini, I think there is another group. All the red cows will come. So like that, Krishna will just call out the names of different groups of cows. So in this way, Krishna is reciprocating with even cows of Vrindavan. Okay. Then Krishna would reciprocate with the monkeys of Vrindavan by distributing butter to the monkeys. Then Krishna is very small. He would just crawl to the monkeys and he would just hit the monkey. Monkey will just make a monkey face and Krishna would count the monkey will open its mouth. Krishna will count the teeth of the monkeys. Right? That's how he will reciprocate with the monkeys also by distributing butter. So when Krishna distributes butter to the monkeys of Vrindavan, then monkeys are so full, their bellies are so full, then they say we cannot eat anymore. Then Krishna would say, this is stolen butter only. He did not purchase, he did not order a butter packet on Amazon. Right? So it's stolen butter only. So what does Krishna do? He will just tell this householder, saying that your butter is so third class that monkeys also don't eat your butter. Right? So sometimes these gopis, they hide the butter pots and Krishna wouldn't find them. He finds generally, but sometimes when he doesn't find, Krishna will break all the empty pots there. Right? Or Krishna will throw dirt on their freshly painted walls. Or Krishna will pass urine and stool in their freshly cleaned houses. Or Krishna will say, just stay there. tomorrow I am going to come with coal and fire. I'll burn your house if you can't give me butter. If you don't give me butter. So that's how Krishna would also threaten the gopis. All this is fun. Okay. And the gopis, although Krishna is warning like this, doing all this mischief, they're very happy. They're waiting for Krishna to come and do all this mischief in their homes. Steal butter in their homes. So why hearts are together? Okay. So then Krishna also dances with the peacocks. Krishna is very happy with all the peacocks. When the peacocks see Krishna, they think that Krishna is a dark monsoon cloud. So they see Krishna and start dancing. Because peacocks get excited when they see monsoon clouds, right? They have natural love for Krishna. In addition to that, Krishna's bodily complexion is also like that of monsoon cloud. And his smiles, his gentle smiles and glances are like loving shower of rain. And peacocks come together and then dance around Krishna. So then the peacock offers a peacock feather to Krishna. So Krishna reciprocates with the peacocks also. Okay. Govinda Venu Manumatta Mayura Nrityam Prekshadri Sanvavaratanya Samasta Sattvam. When Govinda is happily playing his flute in Vrindavan, Anumatta Mayura Nrityam, all the Mayuris, all the peacocks, Nrityam, they dance. And Prekshadri Sanvavaratanya Samasta Sattvam, all the other forest animals go on little hillocks and then watch Krishna dance and play his flute from a distance, right? And peacock also becomes ecstatic with the dance performance of Krishna and the flute song of Krishna and offers a nice peacock feather to Krishna. And Krishna honors that peacock feather and puts it on his head. So these are some reasons why Krishna wears peacock feather. So in Padyavali, Rupa Goswami writes, Bhandire Shashikhanda Manda Navara Shri Khanda Liptangahe Vrindaranya Purandara Spuradamande Varashyamala Kalindi Priyanandanandana Paranandaravindekshana Shri Govinda Mukunda Sundaratano Mam Dinamanandaya. Bhandiresha means Krishna is the master of Bhandiravan. Shikhanda Manda Navara means his head is nicely decorated with peacock feathers. We discussed, right, why Krishna wears peacock feathers. Do you know why, Abhijit? Why Krishna wears peacock feathers? One reason I told. Yes. Yes. Any other reason? Continue to say in English, not Telugu. Any other reason? Any other young devotees here? Okay, that may be another explanation. Okay. Any other reason why Krishna wears peacock feather? Yes, Radharani had a pet peacock, and Krishna, to impress Radharani, he takes one peacock feather from that peacock and puts on his head. Okay. One more reason I just mentioned. Krishna's bodily complexion appears like that of dark monsoon cloud, and Srimati Radharani, her bodily complexion is like that golden lightning, and their smiles and glances are like rain. So there is lightning, there is cloud, there is rain, rainbow is missing, and that is the peacock feather. And the gopis, their eyes are like Chataka birds drinking the beauty of Krishna. Krishna's body is like that monsoon cloud, and the Chataka birds wait for monsoon cloud, right? Similarly, the gopis of Vrindavan, with unblinking eyes, they look at Krishna's beautiful body. And the unblinking eyes of the gopis, when they come in front of Krishna, they resemble peacock feathers. Because there are eyes on peacock feathers also, they don't blink. Okay. So Krishna wears multiple peacock feathers on his head just to remember the gopis of Vrindavan. Okay. And also, the braids of the gopis, they appear like peacock's tails. Okay. And the peacock tail is not open and it is walking like that. So the braids, decorated braids with has all jewels and flowers and other decorations. So they look like peacock tails. So that's why Krishna wears peacock feather. Bhandire Shashikhanda Mandanavara Shri Khanda Liptangahe. Apart from wearing peacock feathers, Krishna is also having the sandalwood pulp on his body, right? Vrindaranya Purandara Spuradamandendivara. In this way, Krishna decorates himself nicely and enters Vrindaranyam. Vrindaranya Spuranda Amanda. Krishna makes his entrance into the forest of Vrindavan, spotless forest, which is filled with all facilities for Krishna's enjoyment, right? With the gopas and the cows. And Indivara Shyamala. So Krishna's bodily complexion is like that of a freshly blossomed blue lotus bathed in moonlight. Kalindi Priyanandanandana Paranandaravindekshana. Kalindi Priya. Krishna holds Yamuna river so dear to him. And Krishna is dear to Yamuna river. Kalindi Priya. Nandanandana. He is the son of Nanda Maharaj. Parananda Aravindekshana. That lotus-eyed Lord will give us transcendental bliss. Unlimited bliss. Shri Govinda Mukunda Sundaratano Mam Dinamanandaya. O Govinda, O Mukunda, giver of liberation. Sundaratano, one who has such beautiful body. Mam Dinamanandaya. We are Dina, we are fallen souls. Give some Ananda. Give us some happiness, spiritual happiness, not mundane happiness. So the reason for describing all this is Krishna is giving pleasure to the gopis. Krishna is giving pleasure to the gopas. Krishna is having a very intimate relationship with all the peacocks, all the cows, right? When Krishna plays his flute, all the cows become restlessly attracted to Krishna's flute song. Uttabhita karna potair stuvantyaha. So all the, what is that sloka? Gavascha Krishna mukha nirgata venu gita. Piyushamuttabhita karna potai stuvantyaha. Gavascha, all the cows. Krishna mukha nirgata venu gita. They hear this beautiful flute song coming from Krishna's lotus lips, and their ears become like vessels. For you to drink something, you need a vessel, right? Similarly, to drink the nectar of Krishna's flute song, they make their ear holes, ears the vessels, their upraised ears. So they allow that sound to come in. And all the little calves, the calf is never distracted while drinking milk from cow's udder. But when Krishna plays flute, calf which is drinking mother cow's milk will become distracted and look in the direction, and all the milk that is going inside will just flow from his mouth, from the calf's mouth, and fall down, right? So to that degree, Krishna can distract even calves also, attract even calves also. So Krishna attracts cows, calves, and gopas, gopis, deer. All the deer along with their wives, doe and buck, they surround Krishna when Krishna is playing his flute. And all the rivers get attracted to Krishna. So when Krishna goes near the river to wash his feet or drink some water, whatever, then all the rivers with their hands make offerings to Krishna. What are the hands? What are the arms of the rivers? Their waves. And what offerings do they make? Lotus flowers that grow in the rivers. So making their waves as their arms, they push all the lotuses to worship Krishna's lotus feet. So this is Krishna in Vrindavan. He makes great relationship with gopas, gopis, not only those devotees in human bodies, cows, peacocks, calves, monkeys, bulls, and parrots, pigeons. Every single living being, whether in human body or animal body, they helplessly get attracted to Krishna. They're totally absorbed in Krishna consciousness. They have a relationship with Krishna. So all of us have natural relationship with Krishna. Our eternal constitutional position is to be a servant of the servant of Krishna. We are not brahmacharis. We are not grahasthas. We are not Brahmanas. We are not Kshatriyas. We are servants of Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Naham vipro na cha narapatir napi vaishyo na sudro Naham varni na cha grahapatir no vanastho yatirva Kintu prodyan nikhila paramananda purnamrutabdher Gopi bhartuh padakamalayyor dasa dasa anudasah Naham vipro na cha narapatir. I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a king. Napi vaishyo na shudro. I am not a Vaishya, I am not a Shudra. Naham varni, nacha grahapatir. I am not a brahmachari, I am not a grahastha, I am not a vanaprastha, I am not a sannyasi. Right? No vanastho yatirva. Kintu prodyannikhila paramananda purnamrutabdher gopi bhartuh padakabalayor dasa dasa anudasaha. Who am I? I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the servants of the master of the gopis of Vrindavan. Even there also, Krishna is not addressed as Krishna. He is Gopi Bhartu. Relationship of Krishna with some devotees is being highlighted there. Right? So, Krishna has unlimited names, all in relationship with the devotees of Krishna. Yashodanandan, Gopikanandan, Nandanandan, Vasudeva, Devakinandan, Partha Sakha, Arjuna Priya, then Radharaman. There is one sloka in glorification of Krishna. Not a single name of Krishna comes, but there is a praise of Krishna only. Radha Radhesha Radhika Pranavallabham Radha Ramana Vande Tvam Radhika Prema Nirjitam Radha Radhita. One name of Krishna is Radha Aradhita, one who is worshipped by Radharani. Radhesha, the master of Radharani. Radha Radhita Radhesha. Radhika Pranavallabha. He is the master of the life of Srimati Radharani. Radha Ramana. He gives enjoyment to Radharani. He enjoys with in the company of Srimati Radharani. Radha Ramana Vandetvam. I offer my obeisances unto you. Radhika Prema Nirjita. You are completely conquered, captivated by the prema of Radha. Right? So, this whole shloka is glorification of Krishna only, but filled with Radha, highlighting Krishna's relationship with Radharani. Okay. So, all of us have a natural relationship with Krishna. As Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Mamaivaamsho jivaloke jiva bhutaha sanatanaha. Mama eva amsho. All of you living beings are my amshas. Krishna is declaring boldly in Bhagavad Gita, all of you are my amshas. Right? So, as amshas of Krishna, we have a natural, eternal relationship with Krishna. And because of Maya, manaha shasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. We are struggling in this material world because of the allurement of Maya. Because Maya is distracting us from our eternal relationship with Krishna, we are just caught up in this material world, struggling in this material world. Right? So all the living beings have a natural, eternal relationship with Krishna, and the whole process of Bhakti Yoga is to understand that relationship, acknowledge that relationship, and act in accordance with that relationship. That is loving Krishna, serving Krishna. Right? So whole purpose of human life, the artha of human life is to develop Krishna prema. Right? So understand that we have a relationship, let's love him. Okay? Acknowledging that relationship. So whether it is cow or calf or gopa or gopi or whoever it is, Krishna is having a relationship from his side. And from the side of all the other Vrajavasis, they are acknowledging their loving relationship with Krishna and they are acting in accordance with that relationship. So, Krishna is the center of all the relationships in Vrindavan. Therefore, they are in the purest state of consciousness that any living being can ever be. In the purest state of our consciousness, we also love Krishna. We are also eternally related to Krishna. Okay. So Krishna can reciprocate with any living being according to that mood. Krishna can actually manifest a specific form, a particular form, to reciprocate with a particular devotee. He can manifest unlimited forms because there are unlimited devotees. So to that degree, Krishna can reciprocate in any rasa. That's why our Rupa Goswami quotes this beautiful shloka in the Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu, right in the first shloka. Not Rupa Goswami, the commentators. Okay, that is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. Mallanam Ashanindranam Naravaraha Strinam Smaro Murtiman Gopanam Svajanosatam Kshitibhujam Shasta Swapitro Shishuhum Mrutyar Bhojapater Virada Vidusham Tattvam Param Yoginam Vrishninam Paradevateti Vidito Rangam Gataha Sagrajaha. Volume went less. He says Mallanam Ashanir. When Krishna entered this wrestling arena of Kamsa, all the wrestlers saw Krishna like a mountain, like a thunderbolt. The wrestlers have bodies like mountains, and Krishna is like a thunderbolt on that mountain. Mallanam Ashanin. Dranam Naravaraha. All the other common living beings, human men, so they saw Krishna as a great personality. Strinam Smaro Murtiman. So all the young ladies, they got attracted to Krishna, seeing him as a Cupid personified, right? So we'll not go into the technicalities of this shloka, but basically this one shloka shows how Krishna could reciprocate with the 10 categories of people in that wrestling arena. Some people had a relationship with Krishna or feelings for Krishna in the mode of a mother, some in the mode of a father, some in the mode of a friend, some in the mode of a worshipper, some as a servant, some as general devotees, and some people saw Krishna as enemy, like Kamsa. They were fearful of Krishna, some are hateful of Krishna. So Krishna is invoking those respective feelings in the hearts of all these living beings, right? He's reciprocating in that particular relationship, right? So Krishna is the master of all relationships. Rupa Goswami says, Akhila Rasamrita Murti Prashramara Ruchiruddhataraka Pali Kalita Shyama Lalito Radha Preyan Vidhurjayati. Akhila Rasamrita Murti means Krishna is the object of all rasas. You can connect with Krishna in any relationship. He is the master of all relationships. You want to hate Krishna? He can be your worst enemy. He never hates you. If you want to hate, okay, he'll reciprocate with you like that. Shishupala hated. Okay, fine. You keep chastising me. But when you cross limits, Sudarshan Chakra is waiting for you. Right? So if somebody hates Krishna, Krishna can release Sudarshan Chakra and then gives him the most fierce punishment. If someone loves Krishna, Krishna gives himself to him, to those devotees. All the gopis loved Krishna more than their own lives. They can even give dust from their feet to release Krishna from his headache. Once Narada Muni came to the gopis and said, Krishna has a headache. All the gopis became very anxious. They are on the verge of fainting. Oh, Krishna has a headache. They cannot tolerate. Then the Narada Muni said, don't worry. There is a solution. There is a medicine for it. Tell me, what is the medicine? The gopis said. Then Narada Muni said, if any devotee of Krishna gives the dust from his or her lotus feet and Krishna puts on his head, his headache will be relieved. Then the gopis said, wow, such a simple solution. Take. They just picked up so much of dust from their feet and kept in a nice pot and gave it to Narada Muni. Narada Muni was surprised like this. Narada Muni was astonished like this. Okay, big background sound came like this. And volume is nice also now. So then, seeing Narada Muni getting astonished, the gopis got astonished. What happened now? This medicine doesn't work or what? Yeah, it works. But you know what happens to you? What will happen to you? Do you understand? What will happen? You will go to hell. That's okay, but will Krishna's headache be relieved? Then Narada Muni said, of course, Krishna will be relieved from his headache. There is no doubt about it. Then it's okay, no problem, we'll go to hell. To relieve Krishna from his headache, even for one moment, one fraction of a second, gopis are willing to stay in hell for the rest of eternity. To that degree, the gopis of Vrindavan love Krishna. And Krishna reciprocates with them, saying that Naparayeham, I cannot repay my debt to you. Naparayeham niravadya samyujam. Even if you give me one full lifetime of Brahma to repay the debt I owe you, I cannot repay you. Right? So Krishna becomes extremely indebted. The supreme master of all opulence, the supreme husband of goddess of fortune, he becomes totally indebted and bankrupt in sufficiently reciprocating with the love and affection of the gopis of Vrindavan. Right? So, on one side, Shishupal is hating and Krishna is reciprocating with him in Sudarshan Chakra. On another side, gopis are loving Krishna more than their own lives. Krishna says, I cannot reciprocate with you. Right? Yathamam prapadyante doesn't work. That formula works for everyone, not for gopis. Okay? You have completely made my promise useless in your case because you loved me so much. So this is relationship. So Krishna can reciprocate with any living being who connects with the devotee connect with the Lord in a particular relationship, positive or negative. He's the master of all relationships. Okay, and there is one shloka in the 3rd canto of Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, Brahma's prayers. Tvam bhakti yoga paribhavita hritsaroja asya srutekshita patho nanunatha pumsam yadyadhiyata urugaya vibhavayanti tattvapuhu pranayase sadanugrahaya. If your heart is completely infused with 100% Krishna prema, bhakti yoga paribhavita, your heart is completely immersed in bhakti for Krishna. Hrit saroja asya, the Lord will stay on the lotus of your hearts. How does he enter there? Surtekshita patho nanunatha pumsam, he will enter through the medium of sound vibration, through your ear holes, and he sits in your hearts and he will reciprocate with you. In what form? Yadyad dhiyata urugaya vibhavayanti tattatvapuhu pranayase sadanugrahaya. The way a devotee worships Krishna, the particular form in which devotee holds Krishna dear to him, Krishna will reciprocate in that particular form only. So that is his appetite. He can manifest one unique form to reciprocate with the love and affection of one devotee. Just to protect Prahalad, he appeared in one unique form. Just to protect Mother Earth, he appeared in another unique form, Varahadev. Even for one devotee also Krishna can manifest. If you love Krishna in a particular way, he will manifest in a particular form which you like, which we appreciate. Right? That is Krishna's appetite to fulfill the desire of his devotees. Okay? So, Krishna is the center of all relationships. Whether they're reverential relationships or loving relationships, whether the relationship is of the flavor of Kevala Prema or Aishwarya Gnana Yukta Prema, Krishna is the center of all relationships, right? So, when we acknowledge our relationship with Krishna, we naturally acknowledge our relationship with every single living being. Our relationships with other devotees or other living beings must be on the foundation of our eternal relationship with Krishna and their eternal relationship with Krishna. Just imagine there is a tree. So that's why before discussing about relationships amongst devotees, you should understand we all have an eternal relationship with Krishna. Right? That's why last 15-20 minutes we were discussing our eternal relationship with Krishna. So when we understand, at least intellectually, theoretically, when we understand that we have an eternal relationship with Krishna, we naturally understand he also has eternal relationship with Krishna. She also has eternal relationship with Krishna. That dog, that cat, that rat, the tiger, that cow, or that so-and-so person is having an eternal relationship with Krishna. They might have forgotten, but I remember. Let me remind them. That's the purpose of prachar, preaching, right? So, coming together with Krishna in the center is the only effective way of retaining a relationship. A relationship cannot sustain or survive when you keep Krishna out of the center. To the degree we interact with each other keeping Krishna in the center, Krishna Katha in the center, Krishna Seva in the center, Krishna Nam in the center, to that degree our hearts come closer to each other. Right? There is a loving bonding. There is heart-to-heart relationship. Right? So, This is the art of cultivating loving relationships with each other. So there is a tree, and the tree has so many branches. On one branch there is a leaf. On another branch there is another leaf. Okay. So this leaf thought, I want to be with this leaf. There is a lot of distance between us. Who is separating us? This tree is separating us. Right? So let's get disconnected from this tree. This leaf fell down. And that leaf also fell down. They came together. They hugged each other. They spent some lot of good time. They realized by the next day they became yellow. The next day they become little fragile, brownish. After 3 days they became brown powder. Somebody stamped on the leaves. They became powder, just merged in the earth. If they were connected to the tree, they would have remained fresh. Don't stress the example so much, but point is, when we are connected to the original tree of Krishna, we remain fresh, we remain together. Prabhupada said once Prabhupada was just leaving from one place to another place, and devotees were saying, Prabhupada, we will miss you, you are going away, we will miss you. Prabhupada said, as long as you are chanting Hare Krishna here, and I am chanting Hare Krishna there, we are together. It is Krishna who connects us. Okay, so Krishna consciousness connects us, and whenever Krishna wants, we'll come together. Whenever Krishna keeps us at different places to do some services for particular time, place and circumstances, and we'll do that also. We'll acknowledge Krishna's will, and then we'll continue to serve there. Our hearts are together. Physically we may be different, our hearts are together with Krishna in the center. Right? So our responsibility and our greatest ecstasy in the path of bhakti is to develop love for Krishna, and on that basis develop love for everyone else. Right? If our love for another devotee, if our friendship and affection and relationship with another individual is not with Krishna in the center, it cannot survive for a long time. As simple as that. So because what is bringing them together? Body. Material considerations. All these things are bringing them together. How long they will keep the relationship sustaining, surviving? Right? What relationship do all of you have? Some 50, 60, 70 people are here together under one roof, just participating in one program, eating the same food, worshipping the same Lord. It is Krishna who brought all of us together. Right? So otherwise, want to be together means, so people will come to study in a college, 50 students, 70 students in a classroom. They are together for 2 years of master's program, or 4 years of bachelor's program, or maybe a few more years for some other course. Then they'll disperse. Right? So people come in a family, right, with relationships as father, mother, brother, sister, wife, husband, children, etc. They're there for one lifetime. How many years? 40 years, 50 years, 60 years? Then they'll get separated. Right? So he says, Sukadeva Goswami, while explaining the conversation between Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj, he says that Naikatra Priya Samvasaha Suhurdam Chitra Karmanam Oghena Vyuhamananam Plavanam Shrotaso Yatha Na Ekatra Priya Samvasaha. Although you love each other, you cannot stay together. How? You just put two floating objects on a flowing river. Take some 2 twigs and then throw on the river. They'll flow together. By the force of waves, they get separated. Somehow by the force of waves, they may come together also. But later they may again get separated, for never to come together again. So by the force of time, by the moments of time, we can come together, we can get separated from each other. So we just have to accept it. Right? So on a material platform, our togetherness, our coming together doesn't have much sustenance or substance, because the body is the center. Okay. But when we bring Krishna in the center, then we are always together. Whether we know it or not, whether we realize it or not, we are always together. Hearts are together. Okay. So although two people are on two other sides of the globe, their hearts are together as long as Krishna Katha is there. Krishna Seva is there. That brings them together. Although two people are in two different planets, they're together. Right? So Brahma is in Brahmaloka, and some earth is in Bhuloka. So they are together. So whenever there is a need, they will come together and pray to Krishna. Krishna will come, right? So that Krishna is the one who keeps the hearts together. When we really love Krishna, we naturally love everyone else. Love of God means loving God, loving those who love God, loving those who are trying to love God, loving those whom God loves. Right? Love of God means loving Krishna, loving those who love Krishna, pure devotees of Krishna, loving those who are trying to love Krishna, practicing sadhakas, and loving those whom God loves. Every single living being. Krishna loves everyone. Therefore, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Sunichaiva Swapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Panditaha Samadarshinaha. A Pandit, not a scholar. The highest devotional understanding of this shloka is a devotee has natural love and affection towards every single living being. Okay? If that living being is a devotee, he makes friendship. If that living being is a senior devotee, he will worship and take guidance. If the living being is a younger devotee, he will extend his helping hand and then support that younger devotee. If that living being happens to be an ignorant person, he will show mercy and try to bring that living being closer to Krishna. If that living being happens to be an envious person, he may stay away but pray for that living being. Okay? Because that living being, whether it's a senior or a junior or a equal, whether it is a devotee or non-devotee, human being or non-human being, animal or mammal, whoever, that living being is a part and parcel of Krishna. That living being an amsha of Krishna. Therefore, I have my love, I have my affection for everyone. As far as expression of that affection and love is concerned, there could be some restriction acknowledging the bodily differences. Brahmane Gavihastini, Brahmana, cow, are in mode of goodness. Hastini, elephant, in mode of passion, rajoguna. Then Shunichaiva Swapakecha, dog and the dog eater, Chandala, they both are in tamoguna. So these 5 living beings are in 3 different gunas. But the devotee sees these 5 living beings on an equal plane in the sense that they are all children of God. They are all amshas of Krishna. So a pure devotee is one who acknowledges the spiritual equality amongst all living beings behind their bodily differences. At this moment, the living being may be in a child body or an adult body, man body or a woman body, dog body or a cat body, Indian body or American body, but everybody is a child of God, is a servant of Krishna, potentially, is an amsha of Krishna. So that one has to acknowledge, at least theoretically, to begin with. So, and also acknowledge the bodily differences for all practical purposes. You can embrace a cow or a calf, that's much easier. You cannot embrace a tiger, right? Tiger is also part and parcel of Krishna, right? Let's not have the last hug of life consciously, right? So let's have this body retained to hug more devotees. Okay, so we need to acknowledge the bodily differences at the same time, not fail to acknowledge the spiritual equality. Thus, a living being is naturally inclined to have loving relationships with all living beings. A devotee is inclined to have loving relationships with all living beings. However, acknowledging their external current conditioned state, it is advised that a devotee stays away from dussanga. Avaishnava. We should not hear from Avaishnavas. Avaishnava mukhodgirnam putam harikathamritam. Shravanam naiva kartavyam swarpochishtapayo yatha. We should not hear from Avaishnavas. We should avoid the company of people who are averse to Krishna consciousness as much as possible. If they are innocent, ignorant, we can enlighten them. If they are envious, arrogant, we can keep respectful distance, but we can pray for them, right? So this is the basis of relationships. So for all practical purposes, we keep in close relationship with some devotees, like-minded devotees. We may stay away from people who are little averse to Krishna consciousness, but we can pray for them because we are acknowledging they are also servants of the Lord. We should pray for them. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is doing.
Naivo dvije paraduratya vaitaranya tvadvirya gayana mahamrita magna chitta shoche tato vimukhache tasa indriyartha maya sukhaya bharamudvahato vimudhan. He says, I am lamenting for the fallen conditioned state of all these mudhas, conditioned souls. So I pray for them. So he's compassionate upon them. We should be compassionate and pray for the deliverance of people who are averse to bhakti. Okay, but we should never hate them. We should never envy them. Okay, so that is acknowledging everybody's eternal relationship with Krishna. So in Vrindavan, this state of consciousness is there. Every single living being, whichever species the living being may belong to, everybody loves Krishna only. Everybody loves Krishna, and Krishna is the center. All the mothers of Vrindavan, they love Krishna more than their own sons. When Krishna expanded himself in the forms of all the gopas and entered each and every house, all the mothers and fathers had extra affection towards their son on that day, because that son is not their son, Krishna, who appeared in the form of their son. Okay, and 1 year passed like that. All the cows, they started giving their milk to older calves, not the newly born calves. Why the older calves are Krishna? Newly born calves are like newly born calves. Right? So every living being in his or her natural constitutional position, every living being has affection for Krishna. And that this state of consciousness is naturally manifested in the residents of Vrindavan. All the Vrajavasis are in the purest state of their consciousness. So, therefore there is no envy. There is absolutely no envy in Vrindavan. Naikat, not this one. Yatra naisarga durvairaha saha sandrumrugadayaham mitrani vajita vasa dhrutaruttarshanaadikam. Yatra naisarga durvairaha. Although two categories of living beings are naturally inimical towards each other, like tiger and cow, they cannot embrace each other. They are always away from each other. Okay, but in Vrindavan they hug each other. Right? Naikat yatra naisarga durvairaha. Naturally they are envious of each other. Saha asan mrgadayaha. Animals and human beings, they stay together. Saha asan. They stay together in transcendental friendship in Vrindavan. So when we are able to have friendly relationships with other devotees and other living beings, then we are in the purest state of our consciousness. There is no vaira. There is no envy in the heart of any living being in Vrindavan. This is Vrindavan consciousness. Right? So mitrani iva. Ajita vasa. This is Ajita vasa. Ajita is unconquerable Lord. Avasa means his residence. Mitrani iva. All the human beings and animals live in Vrindavan Dham, which is Krishna's abode, in transcendental friendship, like friends. Right? So when we are in Krishna consciousness, we are inclined and we are eager to have loving relationships with all living beings. And there is no conflict. There is no difference of interest. There may be difference of opinion. There may be little different flavor in the way we want to serve Krishna. Right? You may want to offer red dress to Gauranitai, and somebody may want to offer green dress to Gauranitai. That's fine. You have your own taste, your own flavor. Some devotee may love Krishna like a son, another devotee may love Krishna like a friend. That's also fine. But Krishna is the center. Okay? Krishna is the center of all their activities, hearts, body, mind and words. Even a casual conversation in Vrindavan is Krishna Katha. Even gossip in Vrindavan is Harikatha, pure Harikatha. One gopi is gossiping with another gopi. You know what Krishna did? He came to my house and he has, I have kept all my butter pots in a dark room, thinking that this little boy will be afraid and he will run away. But he wore so many precious jewels, shining jewels. He illuminated entire room with the illumination of his jewels and he stole all the butter. My God, such a clever boy. So she says that. Another gopi says that, see, I was just carrying my butter, milk pots on my head like this. And Krishna climbed a tree. He kept a straw. Means there's some papaya There is like papaya stems are there, right? If you just cut them, it's like hollow. Krishna kept a straw and then drank everything. I was talking to someone else. Matka is empty. Right? My weight is reduced. So Krishna does all this mischief. So this is how they are gossiping in Vrindavan. Right? Constant gossip is happening about Hari, about Krishna. So what kept their hearts together is Krishna and Krishna Katha. Therefore, let me speak about Sukadeva Goswami here. Sukadeva Goswami took birth and he came out of mother's womb and he started running away. He's already 16-year-old boy. Okay, so he just started running away, and our Vyasdev is running behind Sukadeva Goswami. My dear son, please come back, please come back. Today is your birthday. I want to celebrate your birthday. But he did not come back. Then Vyasdev called some of his disciples. Take these slokas, right? Special slokas, selected slokas, or Bhakti Vaibhav, or Bhakti Shastri, right? So take these slokas and then go and recite in front of my son. So these disciples went and recited these slokas. And Sukadeva Goswami heard how beautiful Krishna is, how affectionate and how merciful Krishna is towards others. He has heard and he became attracted to the qualities of Krishna. Barha pidam natavaravapoh karnayor karnikaram bibhradva sahakanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam randhran venoradhara sudhaya purayan gopa vrindair vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishad gita kirti. So Krishna enters into the forest of Vrindavan wearing yellow dhoti, nice peacock feather, playing his flute along with the cows and the gopas as they were singing his glories. Sukadeva Goswami heard and he became so attracted to the beauty of Krishna and also to the merciful attitude of Krishna. Aho bakiyam stanakalakotam jighamsaya yadapya sadhvi lebhe gatim dhatruchitam tatonyam Kamvadayalum Sharanam Rajema Aho Bakiyam Stana Kalakutam. So this Baki, this fierce demoness, she came with a malicious intention to give poison milk to Krishna and kill him. And Krishna has given her the position of a motherly nurse in the spiritual world. Who else can be more merciful than Krishna? Sukadeva Goswami describes later. Padbhyam bhakta hridistabhyam vandyabhyam loka vanditaihi angam yasyaha samakramya bhagavanapi tatstanam yatu dhanyapi sasvarga bhavapa janani gatim Krishna bhuktasthana kshiraha kimugavo numataraha. Padbhyam bhakta hridistabhyam. The divine lotus feet of Krishna are constantly meditated upon in the hearts of all yogis, devotees. And Putana's good fortune is that she did not just get darshan of Krishna's lotus feet in her heart. She got embrace of Krishna physically. And she's saying, leave me child, leave me child, leave me. But Krishna is not leaving only. Can you imagine? Krishna is hugging you and you say, leave, get out. No, don't hug me, don't hug me. And Krishna is not leaving you. What great fortune. Putana got forceful embrace of Krishna. And Krishna gave motherly position, right? Yatu dhanyapi sasvarga bhavapa janani gatim. Although she is a yatu dhani, which baby catcher, merciless killer of infants, still Krishna has given her the position of a motherly nurse in the spiritual world. What to speak of other gopas, other gopis, motherly gopis who gave lovingly their milk to Krishna and all the cows. So Sukadeva Goswami heard all these qualities of Krishna. He became totally attracted to Krishna. Hearing Krishna's beauty, hearing Krishna's mercy, he became completely attracted to Krishna. He came back to his father. He asked them, where are these slokas from? They are from Srimad Bhagavatam. Who is the author? Vyasadeva. Who is he? Your father. Right? Take me to him. Then he came. See, son is just running away in detachment. To make the son attached, to bring the son back to the father's company, he used Bhagavatam. So Sukadeva Goswami came back to Vyasadeva, and he sat in Vyasadev's class, and Vyasadeva is teaching Bhagavatam, all 12 cantos. Sukadeva Goswami heard. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgrantha Apyurukrami Kurvantya Haitukim Bhaktim Itham Bhuta Guno Harihi. Whether you are an Atma Rama, self-satisfied person, or Muni, great thoughtful sage, Nirgrantha, you have nothing to do with any Grantha, illiterate, right? Still, you can perform ahaituki bhakti unto Krishna. Ittam bhuta guno harihi. Krishna's qualities are so attractive that you become helplessly get attracted to Krishna's qualities and perform ahaituki bhakti, even if you are a self-satisfied Atma Rama. Even if you are attached to impersonalist Brahman conception. That is the potency of Krishna's qualities. And Sukadeva Goswami got attracted. And the next shloka is very, very important. Sutta Goswami glorifies Sukadeva Goswami. Harer gunakshipta matihi. You also say, Harer gunakshipta matihi Bhagavan Badarayani Adhyagan Mahadakhyanam Nityam Vishnu Jana Priyaha. Harer guna akshipta matihi. Sukadeva Goswami's mind became completely absorbed in Lord Hari's gunas, qualities. Krishna's mercy, Krishna's beauty, Krishna's this, Krishna's that, all these qualities of Krishna completely immersed Sukadeva Goswami's mind. Okay. Harer guna akshipta matihi Bhagavan Badarayani. Adhyagan Mahadakhyanam. He studied Srimad Bhagavatam. By hearing little Bhagavatam, his mind became attracted to Krishna. With that little attraction, he studied Bhagavatam, and his mind became more attracted to Krishna. Right? You want to get attracted to Krishna? Read Bhagavatam. Right? You want to get more attracted to Krishna? Read here Bhagavatam more. Right? So, you want loving relationships with everyone? Read Bhagavatam. Right? The next line is that. That's why I told this whole story of Sukadeva Goswami. Right? Adhyagan Mahadakhyanam. He studied Srimad Bhagavatam. Nityam Vishnu Jana Priyaha. He became very dear to all Vishnu Janas, and all Vishnu Janas became very dear to him. If you want to become dear to devotees, and if you want to have dear friends amongst devotees, please read Srimad Bhagavatam. And by reading Bhagavatam, you should get attracted to Krishna. So if you develop attraction towards Krishna, love towards Krishna, based on your absorption in hearing or reading Srimad Bhagavatam, you will definitely have loving relationships with all devotees. Those who love those who love Hari Hari thank you those who love to hear, to study, to speak Srimad Bhagavatam naturally love all the devotees on a spiritual plane. Okay. To the degree we are envious, to that degree we cannot understand Bhagavatam. You know the proof. What is the proof? Nigama kalpata rorgalitam. Not this. Dharma projita kaitavotra parabho nirmatsaranam satam. Vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon moolanam. Nirmatsaranam satam vedyam. Bhagavatam is understood only by non-envious devotees. Means I should not read Bhagavatam? I'm envious? Yeah, to get rid of envy, read Bhagavatam. You're envious, read Bhagavatam, you'll be non-envious. Then you read Bhagavatam, you'll understand it better. Right? So, be non-envious, study Srimad Bhagavatam, understand Srimad Bhagavatam, develop love for Krishna, then you cannot envy anyone. Right? On the basis of your absorption in Srimad Bhagavatam, your heart is completely rid of any envy and pride. So, with that clean heart, you will naturally love everyone. Nityam Vishnu Jana Priyaha means Sukadeva Goswami is dear to all the devotees. All the devotees are dear to Sukadeva Goswami. Why? Adhyagan Mahadakhyanam. He studied Srimad Bhagavatam. Adhyagan means to study. Mahadakhyanam is his great narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. He studied it. Right? That's the basis of his loving relationships with everyone. So, we may have hundreds and thousands of keys to come closer to each other with love, with affection. That's good, wonderful. We should have gratitude, we should have sympathy, we should have empathy, we should have compassion, we should extend our helping hand to other devotees whenever they are in need. So all that we have to do, we have to develop Vaishnava qualities to come closer to Krishna. We'll discuss all of that little more, right? But the basis of all of that is Srimad Bhagavatam, is our absorption in Krishna's qualities. Hare guna akshiptamatihi. Let your mind be immersed in the qualities of Krishna. May your mind, may your heart be fully nourished by Krishna's qualities, Krishna Katha. That nourishment within the heart that you experience by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is reflected in your dealings with other devotees. The cleansing of the heart that happens by hearing Harikatha, by allowing Bhagavatam sound vibration to enter your ear holes, that cleansing of heart is manifest in our dealings with other devotees. In the Bhagavatam, second canto, our Sukadeva Goswami says, Pibanti ye Bhagavata Atmanasatam Kathamrutam Shravana Puteshu Sambharutam Punanti te Vishaya Vidushitashayam Vrajanti Tacharana Saroruhantikam. Pibanti ye Bhagavata Atmanasatam. If you drink the nectar of Bhagavatam through your ear holes, Kathamrutam Shravana Puteshu Sambharutam. If you fill your ear holes with that Kathamrita, with that nectar of Harikatha, Punantite, our heart is purified. Vishaya Vidushita Asayam. In this material world, our Ashayam, our aspirations are often contaminated by Vishaya, desires for sense enjoyment. Vishaya Vidushita Asayam. You want to purify those contaminated aspirations of life. You want to make pure aspiration, that is attaining Krishna Prema. Hear Harikatha, right? Allow Krishna, allow Bhagavatam sound vibration to enter your ear holes, right? Prajanti tat charana saroru hantikam. We can even attain the lotus feet of Krishna. So basically, when we purify our hearts by hearing or studying or speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, we develop deep love and affection for Krishna. On the basis of that love and affection for Krishna, we love all the devotees of Krishna. We love everyone connected to Krishna. There is no one disconnected from Krishna. Even that plant with so many flowers, that's also an energy of Krishna. We feel like how to utilize all these objects in Krishna's seva. This mobile, how to utilize in Krishna's seva. This mic, how to utilize in Krishna's seva. You keep thinking in terms of connection with Krishna. You don't feel like, I can't break this mic, because it is Krishna's energy. It can be utilized in Krishna's energy. You start dealing it with care, right? Whether you are handling flowers or fruits or sofas or houses or cars or mics or mobiles or any paraphernalia, you start seeing Krishna everywhere because you love Krishna. You have understood Krishna Tattva. You are studying Srimad Bhagavatam. You start treating not only living beings with love, you start treating non-living beings also with love. Relationship. There's a relationship with the mic. There's a relationship with the tripod, with the stand. There's a relationship with the chair, right? Anything that is meant to be utilized in Krishna's seva should be respected, isn't it? Should be treated well. Whatever respect or attention that it requires, you give it that attention. So like that we become more personal with everything that we deal with. We become personal with devotees. We don't become impersonal, right? Earlier, Sukadeva Goswami had some impersonal tendencies. Now he became very personal. Nityam Vishnu Jana Priya. He became very dear to all the devotees, right? So this is the effective key to develop wonderful Vaishnava friendships and relationships. So let me go a little deeper into this discussion. We get the seed of bhakti from a bona fide spiritual master. A Vaishnava Acharya, a spiritual master, gives us the seed of devotional service. And that seed grows into a nice plant, Bhakti Lata. And this plant grows, creeper grows all the way to Goloka Vrindavan and then touches the lotus feet of Krishna when you water that plant. And what is that watering process? Shravanam Kirtanam. Hear Srimad Bhagavatam, do Kirtan, chant holy names of the Lord. Then the plant is nourished. But just Shravanam, Kirtanam or watering process is not sufficient for the plant to grow. What do you need? Fertile soil. The soil has to be fertile. Okay? And the fertility of soil is compared with the qualities, Vaishnava qualities. Amanitvam adambhitvam, amanitvam adambhitvam, ahimsa kshantirarjavam, acharyopasanam shaucham sthiryam atmavinigraha. So amanitvam, humility, adambhitvam, pridelessness, ahimsa, non-violence. We think that we are non-violent, we are following four regulative principles, we are not eating any animals, we are non-violent. No, non-violence is not just not eating meat, not killing people. If we are hurting the hearts of other Vaishnavas with our sharp words, with our discouraging words, with our demeaning mentality, that is also violence. We need to understand the broader understanding of these terms. Ahimsa is not just not killing people. We may kill people without using swords, by using words. Right? Word, when it is sharp, it becomes like sword. Sharp word is sword that can hurt the heart of a person more than sword, real sword. Okay. So when we really have knowledge, Krishna writes in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita, not writes. So Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, different aspects of knowledge. So the first aspect of knowledge is humility. If you are really knowledgeable, you have jnana, then you should have vinaya. Vidya, vinaya sampanni. So if you have vinaya, your jnana becomes vijnana. If you have ahankar, your jnana becomes ajnana. Make sense? Take V from vinaya, attach it to jnana, it becomes ajnana. Vijnana. Take A from ahankar, attach it to jnana, it becomes ajnana. So knowledge with humility is wisdom, realization. Knowledge with arrogance is will degrade a person so much that it becomes very difficult to uplift from such a degraded condition. Right? It's actually ignorance. Knowledge with arrogance is actually ignorance. Right? What is the point of having so much knowledge with so much pride? My spiritual master said that you may have well studied in all the scriptures. You may be well read in all scriptures. You may quote slokas left, right, center. You can mesmerize audience. You can do this, you can do that. But if the heart has even a tinge of pride and envy, you have not understood a single syllable of what you are reading and speaking. Single syllable. Tinge of pride. Right? So this pride and this envy disrupt our relationships. So first we established Shravanam Kirtanam, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is the basis or foundation of nice friendships and relationships. But apart from that, we should also develop good Vaishnava character. When our character is good, not only knowledge, not only Shastric understanding, if that is accompanied by good character of gratitude, compassion, that is the fertility of soil. Compassion, gratitude, satisfaction, tolerance, humility, respecting other Vaishnavas, not hankering for honor for oneself, then we will be able to maintain good relationships, isn't it? So a humble devotee has good relations with everyone, not an arrogant sadhaka, right? So a tolerant Vaishnava can have good relationships with everyone, not a restless, intolerant, agitated person, right? So especially this envy and pride. When we have envy, we perceive pride in others. He's so proud. He may not be proud. We are envious. That's why we are seeing pride in him. And when we have pride in others, we see he's so envious of me. He may not be envious. Because you are proud, you are perceiving envy in this person. So pride makes us perceive envy in others. Envy makes us perceive pride in others. And other way around also. When you are proud, Atmavan manyate jagat. You see others proud. When you are envious, you see others envious also. So our envy, our pride will not stay with us only. They will start entering our relationships. When there is envy in the heart, we cannot genuinely appreciate another devotee for his or her good qualities or good fortune. Arjuna was the chosen person to be made as hero of Kurukshetra battle. Bhima is also hero, definitely. Yudhishthira is also hero. But Krishna drove the chariot of Arjuna only. Did Bhima become envious? Bhima did not go to Krishna and said that Krishna, I will be killing all the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. I have taken a vow. Why are you driving Arjuna's chariot? You drive my chariot. Right? So, Yudhishthira did not say, I will be sitting on throne. Even if Arjuna fights, he is my subordinate. He is my younger brother. I am the king. You should drive my chariot, not him. Why are you teaching Bhagavad Gita to him? Teach us. Right? So, none of the Pandavas envied Arjuna. They accepted Arjuna's intimate relationship with Krishna. So, there is no envy. They have their individual qualities. See, we cannot have a stereotyped understanding that all the Vaishnavas should be like this only, should behave like this only. This hand, 5 fingers. These 5 fingers are 5 different sizes and shapes, right? Okay. Just imagine all fingers are the same height as a thumb. Or this finger, or this finger. Will you be able to eat your idli, dosa, chapati, sabji, hold your spoon properly? No, right? So they have to be in different sizes only. Okay. So there is variety in the quality of Vaishnavas that are around us. Their qualities may be different, their talents may be different, their demeanor may be different. Some are excited, some are very silent, calm, some are quiet, some are very excited. Some are introvert, some are extrovert, some are dynamic, some are little slow, some are Vata Prakriti, some are Kapha Prakriti, some are Pitta Prakriti, whatever it may be. So different natures of Vaishnavas are there. So that's variety, right? So different flowers are there. There are pink flowers there. There are white flowers there. We are coming big bunches of roses. We are seeing white flowers. So when you make a garland, okay. So this one garland has yellow flowers, green flowers, this maroon flowers, then white flowers. There is a red one, rose here. So there is a nice, right? If every flower is thinking that I am better, if you make the entire garland with yellow flower only, or only with green flower, or only with red flower, that has a different flavor. But this has better flavor. You offer it to Krishna, and Krishna looks so beautiful, decorated with a garland of multiple colors. Similarly, when Krishna receives services from different devotees of different natures, different talents, different backgrounds, different menus, different menus from different locations, he has a good meal, right? So different fragrances. I'm not sure about fragrance here, but so different flowers have different fragrances, right? Mogra, Shavanti, Gulab, they have different fragrances. So every flower is worshipping Krishna with its own fragrance. So worship of Krishna is happening by the flowers, by their fragrance. Similarly, devotees worship Krishna with their own unique characteristics and talents. So just because there is a variety in our qualities, that should not disrupt our relationships. That should add to the excitement of our interactions, right? Oh, there is no monotony in this community. In this community of devotees, we have devotees of all types of talents and skills and flavors. So that's amazing. That's amazing. It's a cause of celebration. So somebody is more talented than us, learn from them. Somebody is less talented than us, teach them. Somebody is equally talented, befriend them. Gunadhikan mudam lipset anukrosham gunadhamat maitrim samanadan vichen natapairabi bhuyate. Gunadhikan mudam lipset. When you see a person who is more qualified than you, be happy. Just learn from them. Don't envy them. And when you see a person who is equally qualified like you, make friendship with them. Don't try to compete with them. When you see a person who is a little less talented, younger than you, for some reason, just try to teach them. Don't oppress them. Don't suppress them. Don't dominate them. Don't discourage them. Don't demean them. Right? So if our dealings with 3 categories of devotees are like this, seniors, juniors and equals is like this, there is no problem in relationships. Relationships will be very nice when you treat others with empathy, sympathy, love, respect, care. then the relationships are very, very nourishing, right? You look forward to being with other devotees, not oh my God, again. So you don't feel like that. You can't just become so intolerant. You can't just be not bearing the presence of another person. Not like that. Oh, yeah, come. There is excitement. There is happiness, right? It is said that to not feel happy in the presence of a Vaishnava is also an offense. Right? You may not have very loving, intimate relationship. At least don't have disgust, right? So this is a healthy, loving Vaishnava community, when there is harmony. So just like harmonium, they're playing harmonium sometime back. Somebody's playing kartal, somebody's playing mridanga, somebody's singing, right? So there's a harmony in all these musical instruments, in the singing, right? So all the musical instruments are meant to accompany the singer in glorifying Krishna. If everybody fights for prominence, the kartal person is playing fast and the singer is singing slow, right? So if the harmonium is like totally offbeat from the singing, okay, or if the mridanga player is playing loud, sometimes mridanga players play loud and then make fast beat so that the singer will sing fast and he'll get the next turn. So he's ready for the next turn. One person actually said, somebody is doing kirtan, jaldi khatam kar, mere ko karna hai. He said that. And somebody, this humble person, he finished his singing fast and then he gave the harmony. Okay, you sing now. Right? So basically, everybody should take their roles. If you fight for prominence, if you want more screen presence in every scene, just imagine a movie that has only one actor in every scene. Right? Every scene, he is only speaking. All others are just keeping quiet. You get bored, right? After a while, it becomes very monotonous. So different devotees have different roles to play. Just stick to your role. Don't envy another person's role. Right? Don't dominate. Just because you got better role, you got to do some attention-attracting seva, privileged seva, you try to look down upon another devotee, Krishna will be unhappy. What's the point of doing bhakti to displease the person whom you are supposed to please? Whatever we are doing, our dealings, our activities should be samsiddhir haritoshanam. It's meant to please Krishna, right? So when we unnecessarily compete with other devotees and don't acknowledge their glory, their humble contributions, whether big or small, we disturb relationships. Let's honor other devotees. Let's respect other devotees for what they are and for what they do. So that respect will keep our relationships very nourishing. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniyah sada harihi. Right? So when everybody is sticking to their own role with all humility, with all tolerance, with all respect for each other, not expecting, not hankering for honoring by others, then naturally we become dear to other Vaishnavas and other devotees also seem nice to us, right? Then the relationships are very nourishing, exciting, not exhausting, right? So sometimes relationships could be very exhausting when there is a difference of opinion and difference of interest, too much, right? So Prabhupada writes in the Prachetas episode, you know Prachetas? 10 Prachetas, they worshipped the Lord for 10,000 years. And the Lord came inside this water and gave them darshan and said, Varam vrinidvam bhadramvo yuyam me nripanandana sauhardena prathak dharma tushto ham sauhridena va. I am very happy with your sauhrida. 2 times he used the word sauhrida. Just like in Patram Pushpam Shloka, he used the word bhakti 2 times. Now in this shloka, let's try to memorize this shloka. Memorize the purport of this shloka, proposed purport. 4.30.8. Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 30th chapter, 8th shloka. Varam vrinidvam bhadramvo yuyam me nripanandana sauhardena apruthak dharma tushto aham sauhridena va. You have worshipped me, perform a devotional service unto me with sauhrida, with friendship, with loving relationship, with great camaraderie. Okay? Tushtoham sauhridena va. I am very pleased with your loving relationships. Prabhupada writes in the purport, actually speaking, there is no difference of opinion between devotees. The differences in the opinion are according to their own individual tastes. Somebody wants to do service in this way, somebody wants to do service in that way. But both of them are agreeing to the principle of service. I was saying, right? You want to offer red dress, they want to offer blue dress. But both of you want to offer dress. That is there. You want to cook medu vada and you want to cook paratha. Both want to cook something and offer to the Lord and devotees. That's there. The difference in the flavor only. North Indian or South Indian or Mexican or whatever it may be. So everybody agrees to the principle of feeding Vaishnavas. Okay. So when we see the similarity of intentions behind the difference of opinions, our hearts stay together. And when we celebrate the variety in our working styles, habits, creative thoughts, and not have a stereotyped understanding that everybody should behave like this only, everybody should think like this only, everybody should do like this only, everybody's kirtan should sound same, everybody's class should be same, everybody's management should be same, everybody's deity worship should be same, everybody should tie turban in the same way. So if we have undue expectations from others, relations will be disrupted. See, expectations naturally lead to frustrations. Generally, when we have unreasonable, undue expectations, others cannot fulfill our expectations, right? We get frustrated. But when we don't have undue expectations, when they do something, you naturally feel appreciation for them, right? So you are not expecting this person to help you in some way. Still the person came and did some help. You are very excited, you are very grateful. But you are expecting he has to help me in this way. He has to assist me in this way only. And somehow the person could not meet to that expectation, you are frustrated. So whether you want to get frustrated or be grateful, you decide. That happens by the way you adjust your expectations. Okay? Undue expectations also will disrupt our relationships. But gratitude nourishes our relationships. A humble devotee is grateful for whatever support or guidance or love or affection that he or she receives from other devotees and not have undue expectations. So gratitude will retain relationships, will sustain relationships, will nourish relationships, will keep the hearts together. Okay, when there is gratitude, that's a foundational quality. But envy, that disrupts. We began with Vrindavan. Let's conclude with Vrindavan. In Goloka Vrindavan Dham, not Bhauma Vrindavan, the spiritual Vrindavan Dham, Srimati Radharani renders service to Krishna. All the other gopis of Vrindavan, they assist Srimati Radharani in her service to Krishna. And by assisting Srimati Radharani in her service to Krishna, these gopis derive 10 million times more pleasure than they personally serve Krishna. And what does Srimati Radharani do? She tries to find ways and means to bring all the other gopis closer to Krishna. And she wants to assist them. And by doing so, she derives 10 million times more pleasure than when she directly serves Krishna. Not that they both want to avoid service to Krishna. Sometimes when we want to avoid, you go. I will assist you. You please go. So we say that, but they are not like that. They have unlimited enthusiasm to personally serve Krishna, but they also have unlimited enthusiasm to see other devotees participating in Krishna's service. So you rejoice another devotee's good fortune of rendering service to Krishna. So Srimati Radharani is compared with Lata, Bhakti Lata, the creeper of devotion. All the gopis are compared with the leaves and twigs of this Lata. And Krishna's pastimes are the water sprinkled on this Lata, creeper. So when this Krishna's pastimes, water is sprinkled on the creeper, the leaves and twigs automatically get nourished. Similarly, when Radharani performs pastimes with Krishna, the gopis are automatically nourished. So they want to remain as servants, right? And that's the mood that we want to imbibe as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Trying to render service to Krishna following the footsteps of the gopis, that's the highest goal of a Vaishnava. Gaudiya Vaishnava. right? Gopi bhav. That's what Mahaprabhu has come here to give us, right? So, seeing the loving relationships of the gopis of Vrindavan, Krishna becomes very happy. Oh, these gopis are very enthusiastic to serve me, and they're encouraging each other. They're not envying each other. They're happy with each other. They're assisting each other. They're serving each other in my service. So Krishna becomes very happy. And same thing we see in this Bhoma Vrindavan also. The older gopis, they see Mother Yashoda. Yashoda is daily serving Krishna like a mother. She is bathing Krishna, dressing Krishna, decorating Krishna, feeding Krishna, making Krishna sleep, and doing many other services. And all the gopis saw Mother Yashoda, and they appreciated Mother Yashoda's good fortune so much and said, if only we also have this opportunity to serve Krishna like a mother, we would also be fortunate. They did not envy Mother Yashoda. They only appreciated Mother Yashoda. Therefore, Krishna has given similar opportunity to all these devotees. If you envy another devotee, Krishna will be unhappy. But if you appreciate another devotee for his or her good fortune, Krishna will bestow similar good fortune to you also. Just like all the gopis got. Envy is actually indirect appreciation. Okay. You are envying another person because he has something or she has something which I don't have. Oh, this person has it, I don't have. I envy this person. Or this person, he's in a great position, I am not in that. My God, there is grudge, there is hate, there is envy. But actually, having that position, being in that position, having that position is a great privilege. You're appreciating that privilege. And because you don't have it, you're feeling sad. So appreciate that person, you will also have it one day. Envy that person, you will not have. You will lose your position also out of your envy. When a person is envious of another person, whether this envious person harms the other person or not, he has already harmed himself. Therefore, envy is self-envy. Envy is self-envy. Okay? And envy is envy of Krishna also. How? When you envy another person's good fortune, you are basically going against Krishna's desire. Without Krishna's sanction, will that person be in that position? Will that person have that good fortune? Krishna sanctioned it. What's your problem? Krishna sanctioned that good fortune on that devotee, and you are unable to tolerate it, means you are envious of Krishna. Okay? Because you killed your peace, you are envious of yourself also. The object of envy is not the real object of envy. The object of envy is Krishna and yourself. Why do you want to envy yourself and Krishna, your own beloved Lord? Okay? Convert that envy into appreciation. Just all the gopis of Vrindavan, they appreciated Mother Yashoda, they never envied. Krishna bestowed similar good fortune. So this envy, pride, superiority complex, inferiority complex will make our devotional life complex. Will make our relationships complex. Will make our Sangha, Vaishnava Sangha, filled, surcharged with negative vibrations. You want to surcharge this Vaishnava Sangha with spiritual vibrations, with great enthusiasm, determination, camaraderie, friendship, love, relationships. Keep Bhagavatam in the center and cultivate love, cultivate Vaishnava qualities. So cultivate Vaishnava qualities. Make your soil fertile. Let's make our soil fertile. And let's water the seed. Okay? Then the devotional creeper will happily grow along with other creepers parallelly. All of us will together go to Krishna. Right? So together, we are going like this towards Krishna. Not like this. We are going like this. Means we are coming closer to each other while coming closer to Krishna. Right? So they are going on parallelly. Right? So when we go to Krishna together, Krishna will be happy. Okay, he wants to embrace all of us together. Okay, there are many such important qualities that we need to cultivate to be in the company of devotees. But in essence, you want a one-line summary of the whole session on how to build nice relationships and friendships with other devotees. Simple. Let us study Srimad Bhagavatam, hear Srimad Bhagavatam in such a way that we develop our love for Krishna and develop genuine Vaishnava qualities. Then with that love for Krishna, bhakti, and with that Vaishnava character, we naturally come closer to other devotees and we start recognizing other devotees' good qualities and we start loving them. They will love us and we will love them. So this is the basis of Vaishnava relationships. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for your encouragement. I said this in Melbourne also, and I had similar feeling here also. Whatever I spoke in the last few minutes, I have practically witnessed it in the last 3 days in this Silicon Valley community, right? So you are encouraging each other, loving each other, being personal with each other, extending helping hand to support other devotees, and devotees are just speaking so much of other devotees' good qualities in their absence. That's great. You are able to appreciate another devotee's good qualities even in the absence of those devotees. That shows that we are going closer to Krishna. Genuine appreciation for other devotees, right? I see many devotees are grateful to all the seniors here. Many you are speaking about Sukeshwari Mataji. Because of her, we came into Krishna consciousness. And because of her, I came here also. And you see a lot of motherly affection showered by all the senior devotees on the younger children here. Multiple generations of devotees are very, very happily practicing devotional service here. So I am really nourished by the company of all the devotees here. I'm having a very nice spiritual moments here, definitely. Thank you so much for being what you are. So I end with seeking your blessings, sincere blessings, so that I also imbibe some Vaishnava qualities in the company of other Vaishnavas. And I seek your blessings for all my services. So we'll conclude here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Should we take questions? I don't know. What's the time and all? Huh? I'm okay. If devotees want to ask something. Tackling distresses, we didn't tackle only. Tackling distresses, we have forgotten that. It's okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. If it's getting late, we can even conclude. We can have one-to-one discussion about questions. Other devotees also. I think that's better. Huh? Okay, one question. First and last.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for such an important topic, especially for me. Prabhuji, practically, everyone is at a different level spiritually and different culture and so on. So things happen sometimes. And for reasons much more complex than which sabji to make or which color dressings to do.
Yes.
There are much more complex.
Yeah.
So in that case, what is your general advice? I mean, of course, I'm limiting my question. I'll take it more one-to-one.
I got the point.
Yeah.
You want to explain a little more?
For example, I have seen various extremes.
Yeah.
For example, some devotee once I remember, we told someone in the prasadam who was serving prasadam, give only so much prasadam in the temple, because he says, oh no, how can I say no to devotee? Now I
only
said,
one laddu.
yeah, I mean, use your common sense. Actually, your service is to follow, but I don't like, if you are in the queue, how can I not allow devotees? No, if you are in that service, you have to say no, otherwise actually a disservice. You can have a very good image, that, oh no, I cannot say no to any devotee. But now that is one extreme, one angle, and the other angle is obvious dispute, where, so how, I mean, I'll leave that other part for now, but what's your take on this?
Yes,
Comments?
yes. That's a very practical question, but answer is also very practical. When some devotees have certain nature, so they can't say no. They have to coordinate queue, as you said. They have to coordinate queue. They have to stop the queue. They have to allow people. They're not comfortable with it. They have to serve only one gulab jamun in the feast because it's calculated. Rice they can serve unlimited, but they are unable to say no to devotees. When another devotee comes and they give me one little more sweet, so you put him in rice serving, not gulab jamun serving. Right? So we need to empathize with the qualities of devotees. I said there is diversity in the community, so we need to acknowledge their good qualities, acknowledge their particular natures, acknowledge their abilities and inabilities, strengths and weaknesses. So you keep a strict devotee at line queue. We keep a mild devotee in the preaching stall. Right? New people come, he is always smiling, always saying, "Oh my dear sir, please come here." He's always smiling. Some people are little strict. New people, you cannot show strictness. So we need to identify the particular nature of a devotee and engage them in a particular service. Prabhupada writes this in 3rd canto, 22nd chapter, initial shlokas. So by adjusting things, such things, we can avoid a lot of dispute. Problem is, when a devotee is not given a service that he or she can comfortably and practically do, if you are having undue expectations that he or she has to serve in this way only, it's not natural for them. Then that's a disservice to the service, and it's a disservice on the part of the manager to engage such a person in that service also in sometimes. But if there is no option, that's a different thing. But as far as possible, we try to allocate devotees different services according to their particular psychophysical nature, as much as possible, as much as it is practical. That's one aspect. The other aspect, other extreme, you're saying these are also innocent only. This is also not a very big problem, okay? But there are much bigger problems. So how to deal with that different natures of different devotees is that we can only act according to our actions or our mentality is only in our control. Others' actions and mentality is not very much in our control. So we will try to act according to the Vaishnava etiquettes and the principles and virtues and the teachings of Shastras to the best of our ability. If others are not doing it for whatever reason, and if it's beyond our ability to make a difference there, their seniors or whatever it may be, then we just stick to our own Vaishnava character. Okay, we will stick to our values. We will stick to our culture. If another person is not acting according to Vaishnava culture, that's problem between him and his guru or Krishna, like that. So, but as far as we are concerned, we are not in a position to correct someone, so we try to behave appropriately to the best of our ability. Okay, so we set the right example. Others are not setting, it's beyond our control. So that's one thing. And if the other thing is, other person is causing greater trouble, yes, we escalate the matter to someone who can make a difference. Okay, if we are not the right people. There's much more to it, but let's conclude here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu ki Jai.